A very warm welcome to all the viewers. I, Renuka Suryavanshi, Assistant Professor of Srimati Devkiba Mohan Singh Ji Chauhan College of Commerce and Science, would hereby like to present a paper written by me under the guidance of Dr. Rajesh Kumar Pandey, who is also co-author of the paper and who is Associate Professor of SSR IMR Silvassa. Topic of the paper is a conceptual study on learning practices during and post COVID-19 period in Indian context. Content of the paper are introduction, significance of the study, research methodology, objectives of the study, learning practices in India, essence of e-learning, and finally the conclusion. Talking about the introduction, as we all know, learning has been a never-ending process. Mankind has experienced the change in the educational world from Gurukul system to classroom affairs and now digital learning. Learning that is enabled electronically. Digital learning is not the gift of this pandemic but a known concept in the educational world since long. Significance of the study is that India, being one of the most largest higher education system in the world, which comprises of schools, colleges, universities, teachers, training institutions, etc., is a very complex sector which requires a lot of efforts in order to bring things in a proper streamlined way. Size of the industry, learning community and scope of disruptions has created the online education a very good decision because to reach people at the mass, e-learning is the only way out. Objective of this study is to understand the learning practices prevalent in Indian context while highlighting the practices adopted during the COVID-19 period. To state the essence of e-learning practices in light of the present scenario, and last, to deliberate and discuss the potential learning practices to be adopted post-COVID-19 period in Indian context. The research methodology and process that we have used is, first of all, research is based purely on secondary data. Special focus is on studying the current learning practices during COVID-19 period and also suggesting what can be utilized beyond the period. Learning avenues have been studied with the scope of Indian practices at large. Talking about the learning practices prevailing in India currently, we follow mobile learning, micro-learning, cloud-based e-learning, video e-learning and artificial intelligence of cost. A vast collection of devices are used in order to comply with e-learning objectives. Essence of e-learning. Talking about the necessity of e-learning, as we all know, we are prevailing in a very pandemic situation of COVID-19 where social distancing has been the ease of need of the era. So the only source of approach by maintaining social distancing is that we can go for e-learning. As we have already discussed, the mankind has faced so many changes in the education system from Gurukul to classroom. Today we are talking about the new era, that is e-learning system, which gives access to world-class learning experience. Talking about one of the successful venture of e-learning, which I have mentioned in my paper, is about Unacademy. As we all know that Unacademy is a wide range, is an organization which offers wide range of products through e-learning platform. The founder of the institute are Gaurav Munjal, Hemish Singh and Roman Saini. They offer various faculties who guide students for various competitive as well as entrance exams like NET, SET, JEE, NEET, etc. It is a community of 3 million plus subscribers and 250 million plus views on its YouTube channel. It's a big community. Talking about the learning practices during the initial period of COVID-19 pandemic, as we know, COVID-19 has been hitting the education system as well as world since January, at which time the education system, there are many things that were going on. How did they come up with the solution was that pending syllabus that was there was conducted through various modes like e-module driven, live classes, sessions on demand, etc. Webinars were conducted which covered almost all aspects of the students' development, teachers' development and in general development module. The learners and the educators potentially had the challenge of acquaintance with the technology and delivery. Success Corner 2, talking about one of the well-known institute, KES Shroff College of Arts, Commerce and Science, affiliated to University of Mumbai, managed by Kandivli Education Society. They also initiated one faculty development program which was conducted for 6 days, and the topic of the FDP, that is faculty development program, was National Webinar on Designing and Developing Flipped Classroom and E-Learning Instructions. They covered variety of topics in order to facilitate our faculties, our learners about the various applications and various ways through which they can conduct e-learning smoothly. The topics covered are already stated: introduction to classroom management tool, that is Edmodo, introduction to gamification, voice over Microsoft PPT, introduction on MOOCs platform, mind mapping, class test and summative presentation. Now let's come to the end part of the paper, that is what we can suggest for post COVID-19 era for education system. What I have suggested in my paper is institutional customized mode can be used. Institutions will have to customize themselves for learning activities. Research-based education can be promoted. Pair and share mode can be done. Redefined role of educators. Educators will have to inculcate various activities through which they can engage people online. Life skilling with technology. Talking about the conclusion of the paper, finally, as per my research, e-learning is the rescue partner in this pandemic situation. Potential benefit of Education 4.0, technologically developed society with global competency. This e-learning era is going to provide us with a different world of education having technologically sound aspect. New invented job opportunities with technological base, research-based education. Few drawbacks still exist like assessment, learner, discipline, ease of learning, myth, etc. Of course, every coin has two sides, one positive, one negative. So, the e-learning has certain negative points which act as a drawback for the same. But still, with positive hope, we expect a cultural shift in whole world education system. With this, I would like to conclude my presentation and would like to say a very big thank you to everyone for listening to the video. Thank you.